Hey, could you turn that down some? Hey, Doc, that's Brian Matthews. Spawn my brother right there. Rewind that a little bit. That's Brian Matthews. I just looked at some videos of my brother Spawn Ali. He was 16 years old. Got a chance to spot Muhammad Ali.
Really, that's dope, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you see. I'm gonna send you a couple pictures when I was. A couple videos when I was a shorty.
Okay. Yeah, I want to check it out.
Right. Let me know what's up, Bob. I figured when I was coming out of the book, I said I got these videos. I said if I'm telling people I know Muhammad Ali, if they see these videos, then they really know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. For real.
The picture.
Hey, boy, you would have whooped the shorty's ass, wouldn't you? I saw those videos. I'm like, dang.
Hey, well, a picture's worth a million words, they say.
Man, this dude was about, 8 years old? That's tough, man. I was like in the time capsule. Hold on, I want to put this on here right quick. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd like to welcome you to the Montell Ice Griffin boxing show with your host, Montell Ice Griffin, and his special guest. 20 years of boxing to his credit. Trained some of the toughest boxers in the game. He's been a world champion himself with 2-time Golden Gloves. Man, give it up for Derrick James. What's up, gentlemen?
What's going on, man?
Good, man. I'm good. It's a pleasure and honor to be here, man.
Hey, man, it's an honor for you to be here, bro. We go way back. See, the thing Derrick don't know, Bob, I came out of nowhere. Nobody knew who I was. So
I remember 1991. I remember that. National Golden Glove.
Jeremy, but I'm saying all y'all dudes is amateur stars already. So I looked up to all y'all. Raul Marquez, Derrick James, Rave Springs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All y'all guys. So did you fight the 90 Sports Fest?
I fought the 1990 Sports Festival, yeah.
Okay, in LA?
No, I was in Minnesota.
Okay, I was at the one in 91.
91 was in LA. 91 was in LA.
Right, I was at the one that Melvin Nunn fought the best amateur fight I've ever seen in my life. John Bray was going on 3 8 counts in one round, and Melvin was going on 5 8 counts in the whole fight. And Melvin hit him and hurt him. And John seen the referee come over to start the fight, and he stole on Melvin and dropped him. And the referee was going to start the fight, and John said, "No, look at him." And he was laying on the floor, so they had to stop the fight. And I just felt so bad because Melvin couldn't go to the Pan Am games, and he couldn't go to Pan Am games in Cuba because he had an H. So I feel sorry for him. It's the greatest amateur fight I've ever seen in my life. So
right. It was dope, yeah.
So okay, that's how I want to start off right now. Okay, you Derrick James. A lot of people know you as a coach of the year, whatever. You was an amateur star yourself. What year did you get on the scene, and when did you know that you was a great fighter?
I think I came on, won the National Junior Olympics in 1987. Okay. So it was like on the team was Raul Marquez, Mark Johnson. Mark Johnson beat Timmy Austin in the finals. Right. You had Ricky Jones. You had Hector Colon. Okay. Edward Escobedo. You had who else was on the team? There was a couple other guys. So it was like, and I fought heavyweight at the time. So it was different. I won the National Junior Olympics in heavyweight. And so then I fought like 89, 88 heavyweight. Then I moved down 165. I fought 178, then moved down to 165. I stayed there, so yeah.
Okay. So you won the Nationals in, you said 88?
Yeah, I won the National 87, National Junior Olympics. Then in 1989, I won the under 19s. In 1990, I won the under 19s again.
Okay.
So yeah.
So what was your highest ranking in USA boxing as open fighter?
I think about, I don't even remember, because you know what I'm saying? We was like 4 or 5, something like that,
Okay.
But, so yeah, about 4 or 5. And then I don't know what, like in the trials, I don't know what they, because we in the trials, who knows what they ranked you at? I don't know. So I don't remember. But they wanted me to stay amateur. I was like, nah, I'm done with this,
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, so you fought in the trials in 92. So what made you stick around?
Oh, well, I didn't stay. I turned pro after that, though. I turned pro after that.
Okay. Oh, you talking about, they want you to stick around after the trials.
Right, they wanted me to stick around and keep fighting. I was like, no. It's like, we want you to go to the Olympic Cup. I'm like, nah, man, I'm done with this. I'm finished,
Okay, I respect that. How many times, I know you fought Chris Bird in the trials. How many times did y'all ever fight?
Once. That was the first time.
Okay, all right, okay. And how did you qualify for the trials?
I won the Western trials. So I won the Western Olympic trials, yeah.
That's what Jeremy, didn't Jeremy win the Western?
Yeah, Jeremy, I was supposed to win a fighter, outstanding fighter, but they gave it to him because I had 5 fights, 5 days in a row, had three knockouts, and I had 3 knockouts and 2 decisions.
Okay.
But they gave it to him, so I was like, man, yeah.
Okay, well, me, Chris, Sean Fletcher, and Robert Allen always argue who should have got the 92 outstanding boxer. Robert Allen had 5 knockouts. I beat 4 guys in the top 10, plus John Ruiz, who was number 1.
Right.
Chris Bird fought the same guys that he always fought at 165.
Right.
If anybody should have been outstanding boxer, should have been Robert Allen. He had 5 knockouts. That's dominating in the amateur.
Right.
Dominating.
Right.
And,
but at the same time, I think Raul wasn't there. That was in 90? What year was that?
I came on the scene in 91, so I ain't know nobody before 91.
So what year y'all talking about?
That was 92, U.S. Nationals.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, man. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that.
Yeah, Chris. Now we went to the Canada Cup,
right?
And Chris put on the show. He put on a show. When they said the winner of the outstanding boxer, I got up and screamed out Chris Bird, and they gave it to somebody else. It was crazy. Now he deserved it. He deserved it then. Chris is one of the greatest fighters in history.
Man, he's an amazing boxer, man. Slick, man. He was slick, but Rave was slick too.
But I say Rave is the most complete fighter out of all of us.
Right, yeah, no doubt.
Defense, scoring, dancing, moving,
power.
Rave Springs was the most
bad
fighter in amateurs to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When he fought Raul at the Sports Fest in '91. That was a close fight. That could have went either way.
We're not gonna talk about no decisions. We just go give each other love.
I just gonna say,
right.
He put on the performance.
Right.
Two great fighters. Great fighters. So,
right.
Did you fight Mike D?
No, I didn't. No, I never fought him, man. And it was funny is I never fought Sims. I fought Fisher though.
Oh, okay, Robert Fisher from Chicago.
Fisher, I fought Robert Fisher. Yeah, I fought Fish in 1990 in national U.S. championships. Then I fought Jerry Lee Williams, which is out of ground yard weight too. They robbed me so bad, man. I was hurt, man. I was hurt. I remember Steve Johnson came to me and said, man, they robbed you so bad. He said, I feel sorry for you. He's like, yeah. It was tough.
Please believe me, I know how that feels.
I wanted to ask him that. I wanted to just hop in real quick on that. I've done a couple of shows with you, Ice. And Derrick, man, is it kind of natural in boxing, man, to be robbed just like that and you whoop somebody, man?
Well, I think that there are people who they like. And I think that you may put on a performance that they didn't expect or they don't desire. what I say. And
well, Bob,
and you beat the guy,
right.
And they don't give it to you. They don't. You know, and let everybody in the building know that you really won the fight. Like, everybody know, like, you really won the fight. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they can't. You know, the people powers that be, hey, man.
Well, they spend so much money on Oscar and Jeremy.
Right, yeah.
Bob, they was getting them gold checks. They was getting $1,500, $1,600, $1,800 a month at 17, 18 years old. Like, my gold check was like $300, $400. I was new to the scene, so I wasn't getting no more.
Well, what's that? You say gold check.
It's like if you going like, this is what they pay you, so you don't have to have a job. You just can box. So if you top 3 in America, you're getting a check.
Right. Oh. Like I said, Oscar De La Hoya and Jeremy was so young. They was getting checks for 4, 5 years.
Right, yeah.
So much money on, they had to have them there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I was fortunate. You know, Derrick, Jeremy, my man, I ain't got none respect for him. He's a great fighter.
Right.
I know I won all 4 fights. He know I won. He told me I won the first time we fought. Now the second time, he asked me.
When y'all fought in Des Moines, Iowa.
I fought him in his hometown, and they booed the decision. He was from Des Moines, Iowa. I beat this man. They booed him in his hometown. After the fight, he said, "Man, where the hell did you come from?"
Because you know what? He's a little bitty guy. He showed up, and Jeremy had knocked everybody out up until that point. Right. Then at the Montell fight, he went on and knocked out. He fought Kenny Keaton in the finals. Y'all fought the semifinal or quarters.
Man, I stopped going. I ain't watch. We fought the quarterfinals. I was so pissed off. I ain't go no more. I ain't watching the fights.
I'm gonna tell you what's funny. So we get back to the hotel, and you in the elevator fussing like you like, man, you talking. I was like, man, who is this dude right there talking? Because I didn't know you, but I remember I saw Jeremy fight, but I didn't know who you were. And man, you talking. I said, damn, man, I'm mad as hell, you know. But hey, yeah, and rightfully so. You know what I mean? If a man tell you, and Jeremy was a funny guy, right? He got jokes. He gonna crack jokes, and he gonna be honest. He gonna lie about it. Yeah, everybody know, like, hey, you know.
Right. He used to talk mad garbage, because Jeremy, and I ain't mean to no disrespectful way. Jeremy was a bully, so he like Bob. Jeremy would. The fight before I fought him, I said, let me sit down and watch this guy. I saw him on TV. I said, let me watch him in person.
Somebody out, though.
Man, he got in. He jumped up over the first rope.
Right.
Bob, he came in, jumped over the ring, jumped over the first rope, knocked dude out in 10 seconds. I said, I got to fight. Look, the man had 100 knockouts in amateurs. He had like 170 wins with 100 knockouts.
Right.
I went 12 rounds with him. We fought 4 times. I went 12 rounds with him, and I'm lucky enough to say I never got a chance to feel his power. And
hey, look, I'm gonna tell you what's funny is he fought He fought that kid from Detroit, man, and he knocked him out. Damn, what day was that? Maybe it was after you. Maybe put him in the tweet, man. I mean, he was knocking some dudes out.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just man. It's just. I mean, I know it's guys that just hate. I mean, it's just styles. My style was just made for Jeremy. My style was made for James Toney. I mean, I know they probably hate me. You know what I'm saying? I just came out of nowhere, whatever, but I just did what I should have been doing as a kid. You know what I'm saying? My mother made me quit. I lost 8 years of my career, and I hate that because I'd have been a superstar. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been
right.
They would have been able to get behind me for them, you know what I'm saying? Just like Derrick. Look, they told us in the U.S. Championships, they said, they told me, Chris Bird, and Sean Fletcher, they said, if you win the U.S. Championships, we're going to send y'all to Miami on the number 1 team to fight against Germany. And Torsten May, I would have fought Torsten May there and beat him, and they would have got behind me.
Right.
When Nicholson went, he won. You know what I'm saying? His stock rise as a heavyweight because, he went down from like super heavyweight to heavyweight. He went and won. They got behind him. You know what I'm saying?
So who did Nicholson fight? He fought the U.S. Championship in 92?
Donnell Nicholson, he made the trials as super heavyweight.
That's right. Yeah.
Went down look, Bob, he had so much respect for himself. He went down to heavyweight, gave up his spot. He was already in the trials. He went down to heavyweight, gave up his spot, and went and won the heavyweight division in the Eastern trials. So I told everybody he ain't nobody dominated the heavyweight division like Donnell did. It just was a short amount of time, but he dominated.
Right. Let me tell you what's even funny is Chicago in 3 Olympic Games had the heavyweight guys go from Chicago.
3 straight games.
3 straight. That's amazing, man.
Nate Jones, Doc Nicholson, and Michael Bennett.
Right. And I know Nate said he was in jail when he was watching the 92 Olympics.
Yeah, he told me.
I'm go. And I think Doc had probably he wasn't like that, was he?
I can't remember. I don't know where he got out, but probably 90, 91. When you come home? He at the gym right now. Doc he came out in 91. He came out in 91. And
then, I mean, that's amazing, man. Listen, man. You can't, and listen, man, you can't beat that. I mean, to be able to transition, turn your life around, and it's through boxing, because you can't just walk up to nothing else.
Right.
You can't walk out on the football field like that.
No professional sport.
Court. You ain't gonna be able to do it at basketball court.
No.
Boxing, you can step up and do that.
Right, and then Doc go to Barcelona, fight Felix Savon, and beat one.
They robbed him, man.
How are you up 8 points in the second round and lose a fight and you don't get knocked out in the third? You don't get knocked down or knocked out in the third round.
Man, they robbed you, man. They didn't want him to win, man.
Yeah, that just changed people's lives, man. And like one thing that we did that I regret to this day. Hey, do you regret not going to the White House? I hate that I ain't had no father, Bob, to say, no, son. When I lost, I was so mad. Me and Doc got the first plane smoking and went back home. So I didn't go to the White House. But now at 50 years old, I hate that I ain't go to the White House. That's that's an opportunity I turned down.
Ronald Reagan was.
That was Ronald Reagan back then, wasn't it?
Bush. I still got the letter at home. George Bush sent me a letter saying, "Welcome to the Olympic team, and I'll see you at the White House." And we ain't go. I hate that tonight.
That's Chicago for you. We don't care. Were we pissed?
Man, I was so pissed, man. We caught the first flame smoking, man.
But I mean, they robbed you, tossed them out. I watched that fight like not too long ago, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I was jabbed the guy 6'5". I cut his eye open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy.
It's supposed to be over. You amateur boxing.
Okay, but let's get back to Derrick James. You the special guest. So after the trials, you was done with amateur boxing. You went
right.
Okay. Now this is crazy. Me and you. So Theo Torrance was your coach.
No, he wasn't. No. In Vegas, it was Roger Mayweather.
Oh, okay. Cause I'm like, okay, me and Derrick was in the gym at the same time. We never sparred. I know we both was like heavyweight. We never sparred. Like,
no, I was really 160.
Oh, okay.
Right,
I just remember you being in the gym. So, okay, Roger was training you.
Roger was training me.
Okay. At World Gym?
Yeah. Because at first we were at Golden Gloves. Then we went to Johnny Taco. Then we were at World Gym.
Okay. Because remember I told you I was talking to Earl, and I was playing when I was like, man, I used to beat Derrick up. And you was like, we ain't never sparred. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, because Bob, the reason, like, it's boxers that don't remember sparring another guy. And what that mean, Derrick? That mean they whoop their ass. Like, if you spar somebody, I'm like, okay.
Or you try to forget it. You know what I mean? Like, you try to forget that.
Yeah. So
okay, I didn't know that when y'all be sparring though, y'all be actually punching for real though.
Yeah, man, you for real? But listen, I'm gonna tell you who I used to spar. So I was middleweight, right? I used to spar. You know, Big Al. I said Al
Williams. The one that died.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. Well, man, we used to spar like a couple of times because I was at 160, but I was too fast for him, man. I was too fast. I was moving around. That's my boy though.
Yeah, Big Al was my man. He came out Chicago to visit. He hung out with me, and a couple weeks later, my brother called me and said, "Man, Big Al went to sleep." He said, Big Al was at the gym. He said, "Man, I ain't feeling good. I'm gonna go home and take a nap," and he died in his sleep. He had a heart attack.
Because we listen. I helped him get ready for the fight when he fought Who did he fight? Lionel Bruce? Who did he fight? No. He fought the guy from St. Louis. No, the brother. He lives in down by Australia now. He lives in New Zealand now. I can't think of his name though.
You ain't talking about Jimmy Thunder?
No. It's a brother from St. Louis.
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight. He fought in the amateurs.
Oh, you talking about? I know who you talking about. The big strong dude. He was a big strong.
Yeah, I beat him in the amateurs. I beat him in the Junior Olympics.
Jeffrey something. What was it? I know who you talking about.
He hit me up. He live in New Zealand right now. I can't think of his name though.
Okay. So
yeah.
So you turned pro at 160.
160, yeah.
Okay. All right. What I'm looking at your career and everything. When did you feel was your first like step up fight?
I fought this guy named Ulysses Boulware. I mean, and he was like 27-1, 27-2, something like that. I don't remember. And I fought him on Friday Night Fight. Me and Vernon. Vernon was on the undercard too. And we fought. I fought him in I think like second, third round. I'm not for sure. And that was like. Then after that, I fought another cat. I can't think. Then it was Otis. Then it was Joe Lipsy.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
I remember Joe Lipsy. Yeah.
Right. And you know what's funny is that I never was hydrated, so I never drank water. Like never drink water. Like never.
All right, that's the most important thing. Yeah.
And so, but I never, because I didn't know the significance of what water does for you.
Right. So
I would eat Gatorade, not with a Gatorade, big gulps, all kind of crap, right? But never water. And I fought that fight and I was dehydrated. I never knew it. Just like if you think about boxing, when after you weigh in, they say it's rehydration period. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks it's time to go eat. No, it's time to drink. Right. You got to rehydrate. So right, and like the misconception I had, and I didn't have the knowledge or understanding, and nobody told me, you got to rehydrate. Right. You got to drink because you're draining your body. And then what happens is, you get in the fight, man, you can do good. And if I think about my career, I did great because I never was hydrated, like never. Right. Like never. I never drank water. I don't know how I made it through training camp. I don't know how I made it through fights. I have no idea, man. Yeah. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's very important, man. It's like a car. Bob, you gotta have gas, gas, water in your car. Right. You gotta take care of your body and eat right. Can't gain 30, 40, 50 pounds trying to go to camp, try to get ready and everything. You know what I'm saying? So
well, boxing more than anything. I mean, that's a full contact sport. So you gotta be really hydrated. It ain't like basketball. You can cheat a little bit. So I don't know how you did it.
Sub in and sub out.
Yeah. Ain't no subbing in and out in boxing, Jack. No. That's your ass, boy.
You get that, you in the mix, bro.
Man, I take my hat off to y'all. I always tell people, man, boxing is the toughest sport. You know, MMA then came around. That's a little more savage. Right, but as far as boxing, like head up, one-on-one, man, come on, man. That's the realest sport ever, dog. Because you can't dodge. Ain't no dodging the dude in front of you.
Right.
Man, hey, listen, man. I gotta go run use the restroom right quick, man. I got all this water.
Now you want to drink the water now.
Look, you see I got the water because I know now. I'm smarter now. Hey, give me 2-3 minutes.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, if you take more than 5 minutes, it's number 2.
We know how to do that.
Yeah. So Bob, what's going on with you, man? You still hooping?
Yeah, you know what? I still play against my sons, man, from time to time in the driveway. I try to stay lean, but I picked up some pretty good habits as far as eating right, running every day, trying to run every day. It's funny, Ice, how when you turn 50, you start doing the stuff you should have did in your damn 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Like stretching and warming up. I ain't never stretched. I ain't never warm up. I said, hey, look, I'm good.
Right.
When I started doing all that stuff, things was different.
Yeah, man, and I noticed, man, I'm very impressed with the run that you having over there at the gym. And then another thing, dude, you pull up them vintage videos and start punching, showing them buzz with you as a shorty, man. You up in that motherfucker like, damn.
I was 5 years old. My father had projected movies. And when I got to like 7, 8, I was responsible enough to watch them on my own.
Right.
I watched my own. So I'm in the gym one day in my office, and I got a box of videos in the corner. I'm like, that's when my book year come out. I said, I might as well get these movies turned over to DVD, because I said, I know I could tell people that I was cool with Muhammad Ali, but if I show them, they, you know what I'm saying, they gotta believe me. You know what I'm saying? So, it was cool, man. It was an honor to have that. Like, you got it right over your shoulder, man. Muhammad Ali is the greatest man, bro. I mean, not just boxer, everything he did outside the sport, man.
And welcome back, Derrick. Welcome back, man. That was quick, man. But just real quick, growing up in my house, you know, remember wasn't them fights 15 damn rounds, man?
Yeah.
Well, Muhammad Ali. And man,
you know, 15 rounds. And I'm gonna go back on some of that. Like, I love Muhammad Ali for the man he was, for the stance he took, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's really why, I mean, like, the boxing, that's whatever it is, man. I don't really care about that.
Right.
But it's like that guy he was, the man he was, the way he motivated people, the way he inspired people.
Right.
Hey, man, that's amazing. What he gave up for his people.
Sure did.
You can't beat that, man.
No. I mean, going to jail, you know,
right.
losing. What did he lose? 3 years in his career?
He didn't go to jail. He didn't go to jail. The Jehovah's Witness law is the reason he didn't go to jail, because Jehovah's Witnesses, they are a religion that they don't go to war to fight because they can't hurt another. Right. So Muhammad Ali, he beat his case because of the Jehovah's Witness law. So he never went to jail, but he lost 3.5 years of his career, and he wasn't making no money. You know what I'm saying?
Lost the money too, yeah.
All his money. So that's what he did. He did that for us as minorities.
That's right.
I'm not going to Vietnam to kill another brown brother when they don't even treat me right in America. Like, I'm not doing it. And they told him, like, Joe Lewis and Joe Frazier and Jackie Robinson, like, well, he should go fight for his country. And he's like, no, I'm not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. They said, well, they ain't gonna send him to go to war. Yeah, but he's still representing America, right?
Like it was okay to do it.
Right, that's right. He's showing that he represents America, and he said he's not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Montell, I see your hardware behind you. I see them things.
A couple of them, you know what I'm saying? A couple of them.
I see them things behind you.
And I had a couple of good fights. That's all.
I see them things. I see them up there. Hey, listen, you starting on them.
I'm just doing the show, champ. I'm just trying to.
Hey, listen, man, listen. Hey, if you didn't have them things behind you, you'd be like all them other clubs. See what I'm saying? So you got more relevance and more real. You real. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
I need you to say that. I can't say that, champ.
Look, I'm just saying.
I need you to say that.
If you ain't had them things behind you, you'd be like all them other clowns. The difference is, well, you had them things behind you, but you were an actual fighter, right. And that's what makes him more relevant. That's what makes him more real.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's the truth. You ain't gonna lie to you now.
My man, much respect. One thing, okay, your last fight, 2008, you won. You went out with a victory. What is that? In 2008, because like I talked to Sylvia, and she was like, man, me and Derrick was together. We was both broke together and this and that thing. So what?
A lot of, as I'll say. And so what happened is I fought a fight and I lost, right? And one of my guys said to me, listen, Derrick, whatever you do, we're going to support you. And I just kept hearing that over and over, like, whatever we do, we're going to support you, right? And so I put together some proposals. Started my business. I started promoting boxing because I knew they were going to, and listen, my ringside seats, it was small club. It was a small club show. Ringside seats were $100, right?
Right.
But my guy was like, listen, we're going to pay $150 for your tickets. So he sold tickets for me. And like, man, I made a pretty good amount of money because he was making people pay not 100 but 150. And so it was like, and you know, like in Dallas, I knew the people, so I'm gonna get out there selling tickets, man. And that's kind of so I started promoting first. Then I kind of eased into a little management. Then I retired. I got out of boxing. When I got out, I started training Arrow right at the end of that. So it was kind of like and I already was training, like doing personal training. So every time I think you got to be thinking of not an exit strategy, but you got to be thinking about how to expand where you are right now.
Reinvent yourself.
That's right. How to keep reinventing yourself. That's basically what happened.
Okay, well, Bob, I've been in the gym training fighters for the last 4 years. I was Cook County Sheriff since 2010. Right. I started training fighters 4 years ago. I was making Derrick seen them. I was making posts 2-3 years ago. I just want to be the next Derrick James. I did my boxing career. Now I'm a trainer. I want to be the next Derrick James. I did a video. I'm jogging outside.
Right.
I want to be the next Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? Now,
I saw that, yeah.
Bobby Reed. Derrick James is 48 years old, and he's had 3 world champions.
That's huge.
That's Manny. That's Manny Stewart. That's Emmanuel Stewart. A younger guy who started off, then very very successful. You got 3 world champions. Man, how you feel about that at 48 years old?
Hey man, you know what? I don't think about it. Like I mean I know it, but I don't think about it. I think that when you think about it, you stand still, right? Mm-hmm. So I think my job, I just keep moving, right? Because it's like a shark. The reason why people survive shark attacks, because the shark will bite you, shake you, and think you're dead, and keep going for the next prey. So my deal is, I think I just keep, I don't celebrate any other victories. I don't throw parties or anything like that. I just kind of keep, because I know that you got to be able to stay focused. Like I put a post on Facebook, you can never be successful people can never be comfortable. Right. It has to always feel uncomfortable. The reason why is because you had to always feel like, I got to do more, I got to do this, you can't never kick your feet up, man. So I do it, I love it, but at the same time, I'm like, hey man, I got to keep moving, man. You know what I mean? I got to keep it moving.
I hear you. We was in Biloxi, Mississippi. I was off to the side talking to Derrick, and he's like, man. I said, man, you the man. He's like, no, man, I'm just trying to be humble. I said, bro, you could be humble and still be the man. I said, bro, what you doing is, man, you doing big things. I mean, it's cool to be humble, but ain't nothing wrong. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like you was telling me about these belts. I'm like, okay, if you want to say that, I respect that. I ain't going to say it, but you want to be humble, that's good. I tell you, bro, you the man in boxing.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. The funny thing about it is, somebody asked me, said, how do you do this and stay humble? I said, because when you have a debt to pay, you can't think you better than the people you owe, right? Mm. So I feel like this. Like, say you got a brother, you give a dude $100. Every time you see him, he got some new clothes on, some new this, some new that. Then he stopped dealing with you, and he still owe you $100, right? Mm-hmm. So my thing is, I feel like I have a debt to my people, debt to the kids, right? So I can never think I'm better than the people that I'm indebted to. If I owe you, which I owe them, like I do a lot for charity, I do a lot of stuff, man. You know what I mean? It's like it's a debt that you can never pay off, right? So you know how it is if you owe somebody something. You know what I mean? So you can never. So that's what keeps me motivated. That's what keeps me inspired to be able to touch kids, reach kids, even adults, even inspire brothers. I mean, it doesn't matter. I just think that when you're in such a debt, I'm in a hole, man.
Right. That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it.
I can never think I'm better than the people I owe the money to. You know what I'm saying? The people I'm indebted to, you can't never think you're better than people.
Okay.
That's real.
That's a good way to look at it, man. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, when it's all said and done, I'm 50 years old, and when it comes to boxing training, I want to be like Derrick James. I mean, I don't have
I appreciate that. But you know what, too? Man, I was very fortunate. know what I'm saying? Like, Elle and I had a pact. We had a connection, man. We had it from the beginning. When I started training, we started winning everything. Like, U.S. Championship. We won the national, under 19 first. Then he won the national gold medal, then the U.S. Championship, then national pound. So it was like, it was just like he had the athleticism, he had the ability. He just needed just a little guidance, man. And he's like a sponge. And we start, because I used to spar with him. So it was like, I would tell him, yeah, that's something to work with these young kids. But they ain't gonna work with nobody who's smart and intelligent. So that's where I kind of took it to where he learned how to think and be smart and not just throw shots, but pick shots. Because he's thinking like he was, one day we were sparring and he would throw a double jab left and he would get in and get out. So I'm slower than him, right? So what I did was he threw the double jab left. So what I did, he threw the punch and I threw the shot over to the other side. And I landed because I didn't throw the punch where he was. I landed where he was going to be. Right. So see, and he's like, he said, how did you do that? I said, I'll tell you later. I'm not gonna tell you when we spar. So it was like, but I mean, he started developing, man. And then listen, man, I couldn't spar with him no more because I couldn't keep up with the pace, right. Pushing the pace. Man. So I was like, okay, I did enough to get him to a certain point, but then you still work with him intellectually, work with him. And like, think about this. Boxing, Montell. Most of the boxers today are natural athletes. Right. Not really skilled. They may say skills pay the bill, but that's natural athleticism. Mm-hmm. To work with them on technique and skill and work with them on how to attack people from different angles, it's not a lot out there. So you just, once you get your guys rolling and teach them like your defensive, I mean, man, listen, man, how to, it's gonna be, you're gonna be right here. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about the right, everything adding up. And I mean, it doesn't happen for everybody. But once you got too many skills and too much intellect, too much intelligence in boxing, so it's gonna come. Because I was doing white collar boxing, right. And if Errol Father would have never asked me to work with him, shit, I would be still doing what I'm doing. Because I still work that now. I still work a job now. I still do the white collar boxing now. But you think about all the boxing knowledge you have is just wasted. Most of the guys were training fighters, or a lot of them never boxed before. And that doesn't say you can't be a good trainer. But like I told a guy the other day, I said there's a trainer. A trainer works you out, right? A coach tells you what to do, and a teacher teaches you and shows you everything. So I mean, we always have to be cognizant to be a teacher, never to be working them out, never to be yelling instructions and not telling them to step here, dip here. Because everything you tell somebody, Montell, you can show them. Right. That's the difference. And what I do, I tell them, okay, well, what about do this? And if you do this, this is what you'll get. If you do that, you'll get that. So my job is always to teach them how to think so they don't have to, when they come to the corner, I really don't have to say nothing. Mm. See what I'm saying? But you teach them how to self-correct. Like if he hit you, it wasn't nothing that he did. It was something you did. You did wrong, right? Not him. Right. And so when you teach them how to self-correct, then not only are they doing it like right on the moment, right on the spot, then you come to the corner and you coach it, you build it up a little bit more. So I mean, that's just that's what it is, man. But your intelligence, like you have an advantage over 80-90% of the fighters.
What you mean, right.
I mean, trainers, I'm saying. 95% of trainers, most of them never box. Especially not on the level you fought on.
Right. Like I know, like right now I know a guy who never fought past 6 rounds, but he's trying to train somebody to go 12 rounds or 10 rounds. How can you really do that if you ain't never, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you could train him. I'm not saying he can't do it because my father didn't box. Right. It's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? It's a question. It's a question that can be asked. How can you teach me how to go 10 rounds and you ain't never go 10 rounds? So, right. You know what I'm saying? I believe whoever know the game can teach it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Virgil Hunter never boxed. He got world champion
Oh, yeah. I mean, Virgil's my man. So I'm not talking about Virgil now.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, I don't knock nobody, because my own father never boxed, so.
Right, yeah.
He trained the first man that knocked out Mike Tyson.
Right.
Al Evans, he trained Johnny Williams, who was #1 in the nation.
Right.
Brian Matthews, who went on to be Ray Leonard's sparring partner, one of the best 56 pounders in Chicago. So he did it pretty good. He just, my pops died right at the point when he was finna blow up. Right. He was USA team coach, he was national team coach, and he passed away. So it is what it is. But let me ask you this: about what year did you start training Earl?
Let's say 2008, 2009.
Okay. So you start training him a year after you retired. Okay.
Right.
What year did you start sparring him?
Probably like 2010 or 11.
Okay. When did you know he was special?
You know what? I never look at it like that, right? Because I think you're only special if you keep winning.
Right. Okay.
So I never looked at it. I never looked at, oh man, this guy. I mean, because my brother would always say, man, so is he gonna turn pro? He's gonna go to the Olympics. I said, man, he's going to the Olympics. What are you talking about? So I never really looked at it like that, because you can't, like, I never call a guy a future champ till he become champ. I mean, because it's kind of, you put these titles on these guys, and it's like unnecessary pressure. Right. So I think that I saw him, and I think that I only reference somebody to whom they are. So if they are, I mean, he just kept winning, but you still, like, you don't think about it because it could be a bump in the road that throws you off. But I mean, he kept doing it, man. I mean, and so it was like, but his specialness was to learn, to absorb, to watch boxing when he's not with me, watch fighters, and just see, to try to understand what great fighters did, right? So that's where I can say he was special in that point. But his work ethic is amazing. Like, he works before. This one people don't know. When I started training him, we worked out 7 days a week.
Right.
Listen, never took off.
No rest day. 7
days a week until his first year pro. He's like, man, I'm kind of tired. He turned pro his first year, he made the Olympics, all this. He said, man, I'm kind of tired. I said, you know what? You're right. You can go ahead and do that. So, I was like, yeah.
Take Sundays off, huh? Take God's day off. Take God's day off.
Yeah. And that's what we do. We take Sundays off. But it just depends, because now he may say, hey, I want to work out. We're going to be at the gym. So it just depends. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I kept up, I kept up with Earl because Sean Simpson told me about him. So right. I watched him and everything, and I seen him grow, and he was labeled as a puncher and a big, rough, tough type of guy. When he fought Lamont Peterson in New York, that's when I said, Earl can box. I'm like, Earl kind of slick.
Right.
And he's a southpaw, so he don't give you problems. Right. So a southpaw that can box and punch is really dangerous. Really dangerous, because a southpaw, you lean with your right hand instead of the jab hand, your left hand. Right. And it's much harder, to fight a southpaw. So he impressed me a lot, man. And you know what I'm saying? He the truth, man. He got the right nickname. We had the accident. That was a year ago. Took some time off.
It was not even a year ago. It was like, say, 9 months ago. Maybe 9 months ago. Yeah.
How did you feel when you got that phone call?
Well, they called me in the middle of. I was, you upset, man, because you don't know what happened. Excuse me, but when I got to the hospital, I talked to the police officer, and I talked to, they said you're gonna be okay. So I was like, I was okay, because I really didn't care about the boxing. I care about the individual, right? Right. And the police, I was like, man, he flew 50 feet in the air. I'm like, what? He's like, damn, across the median. Yeah. I mean, it could be like a couple minutes, couple seconds before, car could have hit him, a couple inches up the road, it could have hit a pole, anything, man. So it was like, I was just happy he was okay. You know what I mean? I didn't care about boxing, I didn't care about none of that, man. It's all about my guy, so, but I was upset. But when they told me he was okay, I was good.
Okay. How long had he been back in the gym?
He kind of was on and off, like in January a little bit. We went to the Deontay Wilder fight. He's kind of like working out a little bit. But then when we got back, you know, they closed the corona. They closed everything down on March 17th. So I closed the gym. Then the next week he came to my house like, well, a week and a half ago he came to my house and listen, I want to work. I said, okay. After that, we got busy. So we've been working for like, since like, you know, the end of March.
Wow. Okay, and okay, like I mentioned a little something to you yesterday. Now I done heard, and it you could say boxing, but it's all over the world. It's hate. Hate goes on wherever, but in boxing got another type of hate. You know what I'm saying? Right. I've been hearing, man, you know, Earl Dunn. I mean, I heard a guy talk like he sat there and watched. He said, "Oh, you know, Earl Dunn. I mean, he can't fight no more. They gonna fight a big fight so he can make a payday and just, you know, retire." I said, "You saw him?" I said, "You saw him?" I mean, well, you know, that's the talk. I said, "No, but you just said you just talking like you seen him."
Right, yeah. Hey, look,
he didn't know I'm cool with you, so I'm like,
yeah.
You know, I talked to you in Dallas.
Right.
No, we was in Dallas.
Mississippi too. We was in Mississippi too.
No, I'm talking about. I talked to you in Dallas when Earl was at the fight.
Right, yeah.
How he looking? You said, "Oh, he good." So you told me he good. I was like, "Okay, he good." So I'm
I ain't
all
gonna lie
these.
To you. Yeah.
Huh?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, he good.
No, I'm saying, I'm like, okay, my man told me he good. So why is these people out here just starting rumors and, you know what I'm saying? Right. I just get tired of people always in somebody else's business, man.
You know what's funny? What's funny is Montell, like that weekend, Ellie Sesback was at the gym. He made videos. Like he recorded us working out. So he showed like him working out. And nothing to say. The dude is showing us working out in the gym. But it's like you can't. It's, you know, in boxing, I think people have the "why not me" attitude, right? Right. Why not me? It should be me. I've been doing whatever the case may be, and I can't worry about it, man. I mean, I don't think about it. You just gotta, hey, listen, man. I think about P. Diddy. You can hate me now, but I won't stop now. And really, I think about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real. So you know, and that's my motivation. Just keep pushing, man. I can't worry about them. Everybody keep talking about my man, but they're gonna see. He'll be back, and he'll be fighting, man. I'm pretty sure they're gonna see it. He'll fight before the end of the year.
Hey, so Derrick, man, you guys gonna have to fight in empty arenas, man. Your fight is cool with that.
Right, we fight in empty arenas every day, baby. In the gym.
Hey, I told everybody talking about they complaining about fighting empty arena. I said I was number one in the world. Right. I fought on Lennox Lewis undercard. They had Courage Shabalaba, Vernon Ford. There's 2-3 guys who at that time wasn't better than me. I'm number one in the world. They made me fight first for the NABF title. It was like 5 people in the stadium. Right. How these people feel about you know, fighting without nobody. So I mean, yeah, just stop. Right. It's business, man. Go out there, take care of your business, do what you gotta do.
Right. A gladiator will be a gladiator with nobody around.
Right. Why we need fans? I mean, first of all, we sparred in the gym 4 million times.
Every day.
Sometimes it's somebody in the gym, but I have like at Big Bear. At Big Bear, when you go to camp, it was me, Phil, and the sparring partners. That was it. Right. Well, what I need a crowd for? You know what I'm saying?
Well, one thing that crowd won't be able to do is influence the decision now anymore.
And look, the crowd can't motivate you and inspire you to do something you can't do, right?
Right.
You don't have it in you. They can't. Come on, think about the kid. Come on, do this one. You don't have it in you. And plus, that guy giving you the work, giving you the business. So you just got. Hey, I don't think that the crowd can inspire you enough to do this and do that. But I think that, hey man, they got to make adjustments. They losing a lot of money.
Right.
You know.
I mean, you know, the coronavirus is bad, but I mean, we especially as blacks, man, we got to deal with what we dealt. We got to play the hand that we dealt.
Right.
Okay, we got to deal with this. We got to coronavirus. I take it serious. I train every day. I try to keep my immune system high. I take vitamins and everything just to fight it. My man Doc be on me because he said I don't wear a mask enough, so I gotta start wearing my mask a little bit more.
Wear that mask, baby. You gotta wear that mask, man.
Gotta wear the mask. I'm sorry, Doc. I'm gonna wear the mask. But what was I gonna say? Oh, when I saw you, I want to say thank you. Since we talking about coronavirus, I want to say thank you. When I saw you in Dallas, Texas, and I remember I told you I was noticing how small you were. Yeah, you told me about the sugar, no sweets, no. Bro, when the coronavirus started, I was 215. I weighed 197 yesterday.
All right.
No sugar, no dessert. I went out there with Crawford. Bomac asked me to come out there. Sean was out there. I got up and ran and trained with them every day for 2 weeks.
Right.
And I got under 200 pounds for the first time since 2012. I'm
That's
197 now. No sweets, no sugars, I'm eating right. All I eat is fish. I'm pescatarian. I got, got a little to eat. Derrick was looking so good in them pictures. I'm like, I gotta look like that. Yeah. I gotta look like that.
Hey, I do the same thing, Ice. I've adopted the same habit, man, for the last 3-4 months. And man, it just gives you energy, dude, when you eat right.
Now the next step is we gotta attack our cholesterol. Like eating foods that don't, that's good for our cholesterol, like crab, shrimp, lobster, and catfish is not good for us. Because what it does for men is that it makes your blood thick like syrup. Right. And if it's thick like syrup, it can't flow through those veins to get to, get that man up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Why, catfish do that to the man.
Yeah, that's why that Viagra is a blood thinner.
Right.
So, but instead of using that, you can just change the way you eat.
What's the foods you eat to thin out your blood? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, I just eat regular. I mean, I don't eat. Those are the things I don't eat. I won't eat. The butter helps clog that. The butter is bad for athletes because of milk. Because milk coats your lungs, which kind of like suffocates you in a sense. So people say milk is good. It's bad for athletes because if it coats your lungs, you can't breathe. But then what I do is like I said, don't eat the milk, don't drink the milk, like eat dairy products. I don't, no crab, no shrimp, no lobster, which I love. I like catfish. My man owned a catfish restaurant. Like, I can't go there anymore, man. So it's like, I just got to eat grilled fish, a lot of salmon, some sea bass, no tilapia. What I had the other day? I had.
That's crazy, man. I've been pigging on smoked catfish. I got 2 upstairs. I'm finna hook up when I finish with y'all.
I'm just telling you.
This is my last night. This is my last night.
Look, I'm just telling you, listen, to us, right, to a man, you like, you don't want to have to get no help. That's what I'm saying.
I just say this. I eat more salmon than anything.
Right.
Orange roughy, red snapper, stuff like that. I'm kind of tired of catfish. I don't eat. I cut back on the fried foods. I don't eat no French fries. Right. But Derrick, I gotta do, like, my cheat day is I go get me a bag of seafood. I get the king crab legs and some shrimp. I gotta do that every blue moon. I gotta do that.
Every now and then. I'm just saying, not every day.
No. That's too much.
You can cheat once a week though, right?
You do what you want to. I'm just saying, I don't have a cheat day. That's
real.
Okay, so
because what I did was I don't have a diet. I changed my lifestyle. So I was at an effort diet. Just change the lifestyle. Change. Prioritize. I mean, that's it, man. I ain't bashing nobody for what they do. Listen, man, you don't know how much I like crab, brother. Shrimp. Right. Oh my God, come on, Montell, man. Oh my God.
You done with? You will never eat it?
I mean, it could be every now and then, right? But it's like, I mean.
What about bread though?
Oh man, I just had some bread earlier today. Right. Because it's like,
them carbs put some weight on you too, though.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sweated out. I'm drinking. I'm drinking the water that's running everything through my system, man.
Keeping it spinning.
It's flushing it out. Yeah. I mean, I eat bread, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that. I eat bread, but I just don't eat the sweets. No sweets, man.
Right.
Okay, well, let me ask you about those belts behind you. You got those coaching belts. Talk to me about those. Talk to me about them coaching belts behind you.
Hey man, listen, man. Them joints, you know, they don't come easy. You know what I mean? This is the first one I got right here. This is the one with Jamel. So it has a picture, me and Jamel on there. This is the first one I got. And they were doing it with the name on there. They don't stop. They cut back. I don't know why.
Say cut back.
See, like the next one I got
Bob. He was talking about my hardware. Okay, look at that hardware behind him.
I like that. I like that.
This one. This is the one for Arrow, right? When he won this one, and then they customized that. But then the night of the fight, they gave me this one. So they gave me this one. So you know, and I see, look at that. You see your man on that one.
My man.
Your man on that one, right? And then right here, this is the last one that I got, the last baby with Jamel Charlo on there, because when he won it, we regained the title.
Okay, so you like I said, like you had Robert Brant, you worked with Robert Brant, he got a world title. The Charlo brother. How did you end up? Go ahead.
Well, when I trained Robert was number one. But then after that, we stopped. I stopped training him. So he won the world title with Eddie Mustafa Muhammad.
Hey Doc, say what's up to Dad. Okay, yeah. I got my man.
What's up, brother? What's up, man? What's happening, big man?
Big Donnell Nicholson.
He got that mask on too. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What's up, Big Doc?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man? He got that mask on like this. Right.
Doc like Bo Jackson. He got plugged for basketball and boxing. Like all the hoopers know him from basketball. All the boxers know him from boxing.
What position did he play? He played point guard. What did he play?
He was like
power forward.
Point forward.
Okay. Yeah, he's a big dude now.
Handle the ball, had hops and everything. He couldn't shoot. Me and him couldn't shoot too much, but
that's a hell of a transition from basketball to boxing.
He had hops and he had handles. Hey, look, there when Pat Berg got married after the Olympics, we went to Flint, and everybody met up in Flint. We shot ball, and Doc was killing everybody.
Was he?
He was killing everybody, dunking on everybody.
Well, he's taller than everybody. He's taller and bigger than everybody.
Well, he was bigger. Yeah, he was bigger than everybody.
He's probably muscling and handling everybody there. He a big dude, man.
6'4", 210, 215.
Oh, yeah. That's the right size. That's a good size, man.
Yeah. But he can handle the peel, though. He can handle the peel.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but okay, so how you end up with Charlo? I know he was with Ronnie. How did you end up with other
So what happened is we went to the Mayweather and Pacquiao fight. Yeah. So Errol and I were at the fight. So Jamel came up. We were on the floor for the weigh-in. Jamel was like, hey, listen, coach, can I hang out with y'all this weekend? I said, yeah, man. Why not? So so you're hanging out with us. He said, hey, if I ever leave money, I'm going to come to you. I said, nah, man, listen, don't get me involved in that. I like money or not. Don't get me involved in that, man, you know. He said, man, no, if I leave money, I'm coming to you. So maybe 2 months later, this cat called me, was like, listen, man, hey, Jamel want to come with you. And so what Jamel did was Jamel called Errol first to talk to Errol and get his blessing. Then he called me a month or so later. So he got the blessing from Errol first. Then he said, okay, let's go. So it was dope how he did it.
That's cool. And, you know what I'm saying, y'all won a world title together.
Right, yeah, no doubt.
He lost to Tony Harrison. It was a close fight. I thought Charlo won. It was close. It was a close fight.
It was close, yeah. It was a close fight. I thought Jamel won, but it was close. But that's neither. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Right. I like Tony, so we ain't gonna get it.
Tony a cool dude. He's a cool
yeah. Cool cat, yeah.
Came back and won the rematch. So now he's champ again. And came back. And I watched when the fight came out. I said, this man coming for a knockout. I just seen how he was swinging. He was swinging for the fences.
Right.
and he shot his load a little bit.
Right.
Little tired. He caught a second win, came back and stopped him. So respect the man. I mean, you know, I know these days, everybody want to stay undefeated.
Right.
Sometimes it can't happen, but I mean, he's a respected fighter, a great puncher. I give you mad respect. Derrick, you doing your thing, man.
Appreciate that. You know, with Jamel fight, I think that was one of, if you think about it, because you saw it as a fighter, he got tired. So I had to be able to coach him. See, I think that I felt that before. I've been tired like that before. So I had to coach him through that to get him to the point to where he could put himself, because you think about this, when he knocked him out, those were pinpoint perfect shots. So it wasn't those wide shots before. So you got to coach him through that to get him back to that.
Right. That's he was right. He was getting a little wild, right?
And when at the beginning he was getting wild, he was trying to kill him.
Right. He got tired.
I just kept telling him, keep working your jab and gather yourself, because you got to gather yourself. Because if you think about it, when he hit him with I told him in the corner, said shoot the uppercut to the body and shoot the hook to the head. And boom, he hit him, and then that's when Tony wobbled back and he dropped it. But when he finished him, he hit him with a jab with a boom. I mean, those 3 uppercuts, everything was pinpoint, man. So it was like, to be able to, I know how that fatigue feels.
Right.
I know how, and I work with him to like get him to just keep punching, keep his jab popping, and keep, just kind of. And they were like, "Well, you should go." Like, no, man, no, do this. Because like I heard the commentator like, he should be telling me to do this. No, see, that's what you would be doing, but you got to know your fighter.
Right.
You got to know what he can and can't do, right? Or what's best for him. And so that's where they didn't, because you could, that's what you would be doing, right? But I'm telling them, control your distance, because I know he's better on the outside. Laying on the inside is no good for him. Right. When he caught him, he pinpointed those shots. So for me, I think that was like one of the, that was a super dope win. Even though the Sean Porter thing was good too. Both of them were great. To think about, both of them were up for Fight of the Year.
Yeah. Well, Earl Spence fought Sean Porter's fight.
That's right. That's what he wanted. But yeah, go ahead.
He said, I'm sitting there watching him. I know he can box. I know he can fight this way. I know he can fight. Right. I'm saying, watch. He's gonna stand right in front of this man and use his muscle and rough it and make it nice and ugly. And Sean, like you said, Sean picked the day to have his best fight.
Right. That was we'll never fight like that again.
Right. But that day, Sean Porter could have beat a whole. I could give you a lineup of what he could have beat that day.
That's right.
That show you how much the truth Earl was.
Right.
Sean is a big kid. Fought 165 in amateurs.
Right.
So he come back down 147. Bang. I'll get out bang. You know what I'm saying? He'll bang and got out bang.
Right.
Earl dropped him and put the exclamation point on the fight. And Sean a good guy. I gave Sean so much. In boxing, whenever you respect the loser, that just show you how good of a fight.
Right. And the thing about it too, Montell, in that fight, people like me, I said, listen, no. I said, look at Earl. If you think about Earl, when he fought Kell Brook, he fought Kell Brook and beat him his fight. He fought the next fight, he fought Lamont Peterson. They said Lamont Peterson was slick and sly. He beat him that fight, the way he fights. Then he fight Mikey Garcia. They said Mikey gonna outbox him. He beat him. He outboxed him. Said Sean's gonna outmuscle him. He outmuscled it. So it's like, you don't see a world champ fighting 4 different styles, 4 different guys. Wow. You don't see it, man. So it was dope, man.
You see it when they real good. But when they real good, you see it, and that's why he got the best name in boxing. He the truth. You know what I'm saying? He the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got Jamel Charlo, you got Earl. We got
coronavirus.
I
got a young kid too, Burley Brooks.
Okay. Well, wait.
He fights 675.
Okay.
He fights 6'8". He's 6'8" pounder.
All right, well, man, we've been about an hour, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I want to say thanks, man, for doing my show. I appreciate it. Me and Bob, this is our 5th show. We're getting better every week. You know what I'm saying? We're doing our thing. I hope the best for you, man. You're a great trainer, man. Hall of Fame trainer. I got mad respect for you, and I want to be like you when I grow up. when it comes to
Hey,
training.
listen, bro, we gotta listen, man. My job, like I said, I owe everybody. You know what I mean? So I just gotta keep grinding, man. You inspire me, bro. Listen, you think you ain't inspire me, man? You crazy, man. I see you doing your thing, man. You had a gym before I did. You know what I mean? You had a gym before I did. So you inspired me to go.
I was forced into it. I got suspended from my job, so I had to.
Listen, hey, look, I was forced into it too. You know why? Because I had 2 world champs, man. I ain't had nowhere to train them at.
Right. Oh, so all them times you just in somebody else's gym.
I was in somebody else's gym. But this is the thing about it. The camaraderie we had at that gym, I loved it so much, right? That I didn't care. I didn't want the headache. I didn't want it. But it was like, that was like evolution, man. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, what do? You got to evolve to the next situation, regardless of what you want or not. And so it's like, for me, it's the best thing in the world. The guy, it was a crazy situation when we went in the gym, but, I think people see you making money and they like, man, they want some of that. Mm-hmm. So, but it's good though, man. I mean, they pushed me into it just like you got pushed into your deal and you popping now. You got your thing going, man. Well, you already been the man. And Shy, what's funny about it, you used to promote comedy shows also, right?
Yeah, I'm doing comedy, yeah. I worked the last 2 weeks.
Oh, really? So do you perform or do you promote?
I perform. Yeah, I perform.
Okay.
Yeah, your boy Ice a comedian and shit.
Yeah. What's funny is, but look, you get a lot of information from being in the boxing gym. You just talk about some fighters.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna let you go. We in New Orleans in 95, 96. Riddick Bowe told Eddie Futch, "Hey man, I don't feel like sparring today." Eddie Futch said, "Oh, you sparring?" Riddick Bowe said, "Okay." He got in the ring, put his uniform on, his equipment on. The bell rung. He went out, hit the dude with right hand, knocked him out.
Damn.
Oh, he turned around, looked at Eddie Futch, and said, "I told you I wasn't sparring," and got out the ring, and Eddie Futch was mad as hell. He said, "I told you I wasn't sparring." Knocked out his sparring partner. That was the coldest thing I ever seen in my life in boxing.
That's right.
Hey, I want to thank Derrick James for being on the Montell Ice Griffin Boxing Show with my co-host Robert Bobby Reed. You got mad respect for me, bro. You my man. I want to be like you when I grow up. I ain't gonna keep stopping until I get my first world champ.
That's right, man.
Do what we gotta do, man. Much love. Take care of yourself. And when the fans get back in the arena, I'll see you at a fight. But until the end,
no doubt. Look, I told you, I'm still, when we get moving, I'm gonna come to the Shy for real. I gotta go to the Shy. I gotta go.
You gotta come get this food we got there. We got the best food. Oh, you don't eat nothing though.
You can break rules that day.
Y'all got some good seafood. I'm good.
Oh, I got a good seafood place we're gonna go to. That's all I eat, bags of seafood. That's my cheat day.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm gonna get with you.
All right, my man. Take care, bro. Much love.
No doubt. Appreciate it, bro.
Derrick James, nice meeting you, man. Montell Ice Griffin Boxing Show. We up out of here, baby. Peace.
Man.